Hi, I am Karina Juarez and I teach applied geometry. I'm going to start by giving you my contact information. So Remind is a texting app that students, teachers, and parents can use, and this is my preferred method of communication. I like it because I have everything organized there so I can see our previous conversations, and it's just easier to get to than my email. So please join that now if you can, and you can text at appgeo2 to 81010. Or if you already have the Remind app, just put in this code. You can also go to the website remind.com and join that way if you don't have a cell phone, or if your students don't have a cell phone, they can join at the website and see my messages that way. It's going to ask for your name. Please also include your student's name in parentheses so I know whose home educator you are. If you need to contact me by email, I'm at cojuarez@kern.org. So Applied Geometry is actually going to meet twice a week through Zoom. So Wednesdays we meet first period, that's 9 to 10 a.m. Fridays we meet second period, and that's 10:15 to 11:15. So I highly encourage your students to join with their video, because I know from experience when I'm in a meeting and I don't have my video on, I tend to pay less attention. Also, that way I can check for understanding and I can see the students just like I would in the classroom. If you do, or if they can't make it to class, please treat it like a normal school day that they've missed and let me know ahead of time. I'll let you know what they need to do to make up the classwork and schedule a tutoring appointment if necessary. So tutoring is offered every Thursday between 10:15 and 12:15 is a 2-hour window where I have open tutoring, so they can join at any time to ask a few questions. If they know that they're going to need a lot of extra help, it might be better to schedule a one-on-one appointment. And they can do that with me if it works with both of our schedules, or we also have aides that help out with tutoring. For this class, the textbook we use is called Geometry. It's a pacemaker book. I really like it for independent study type of learning because the examples are very clear and then the problems match the examples. So I like that. Other materials needed are paper, pencils, colored pencils, protractor, and compass, and they will need those by week 3. And I believe if you can't get one, we probably have some that can be checked out as well. And computer with internet access, the same thing. If you don't have a computer or you don't have enough computers, you can check out a Chromebook from us. And there are even Wi-Fi hotspots available. So please contact the school if you need any of those things. Okay, some of the technology that we'll be using in the form of websites and apps. Google Classroom is like our home base, so that's where I'm going to put announcements, the weekly agenda, and it's going to be all digital this semester. Assignments, so their homework and tests will be on Google Classroom, and I'll also be posting instructional videos. Go Formative is a website where I post the classwork assignments. So this will be things that we do in class on Wednesdays and Fridays. And if your student is absent, they will need to make those up. And it's nice because it tells the student right away if they missed the problem. That way they know if they need help, they can contact me and we can make sure they're understanding everything. Zoom, we discussed. Flipgrid is a video discussion platform. So I will be assigning a weekly Flipgrid video, and this is for students to show their understanding. So since we don't have that in-class FaceTime, I might ask a student to demonstrate how they would do a problem and explain their steps, or I might have them explain vocabulary terms. Speaking of vocabulary, Quizlet.com is a great site for students to practice vocabulary in different ways. There's flashcards, there's memory games, highly recommended, and all the words are already up there. Remind we spoke about, and Aries is the online grade book. So students and parents will share a login so you can both check grades, ideally weekly, make sure everything is turned in. All of these are listed on the class syllabus, and I've also included the join codes when applicable. So that will be posted on Google Classroom, which your student should be joining soon. Here we go. Okay, grading. So this looks a little bit different this year. Classwork is 25%, so that's those assignments on Go Formative that I was talking about. It's a weekly assignment. So we start it in Wednesday in class, we finish it in Friday in class. So really they should be getting all those points correct. Homework is 30%, and that's going to be from the book, the practice problems, just like in the past, but we're not going to do the whole portfolio, turning it in that way, because that just is not very convenient for us right now. So I've made Google Forms. So after they do the lesson, they'll go onto Google Classroom and put their answers in a form. Sometimes it might be a multiple choice question, so they'll know if it doesn't match any of those choices, oh, I must have been done something wrong, and they can contact me for help. The Flipgrid videos are going to be 15% of their grade, and quizzes and tests are going to be 30%. So normally in my class, the quizzes and tests are worth a lot more than that, but since all of the tests will be open book, I've adjusted that this semester. They will be timed, so on the weeks that we have tests, they will take those in our class time, so they'll have 1 hour to complete those. I don't anticipate that it will take students longer than that because I made pretty short tests, but if that's needed, or if they miss that class period, you'll have to contact me so we can set up a time to open that test up. Be sure to check the agenda for due dates because late work can be marked down. Typically, the homework is due the day that it's assigned because, like I said, it's just one lesson and usually 10 or less questions. Okay, I'm actually going to show you an agenda. So this is from week 2. So at the top, I have the week and the dates. I have my contact information. I have the days of the week, and then I've included when we have Zoom instruction, including tutoring. And then over here on the right column is what the students need to complete. So I tried to make it as simple and clear as possible. So you can see most of the weeks are going to follow this similar format. So we'll start the classwork Wednesday when we have class, and they'll complete it on Friday. So if they do miss those class periods, make sure that you let me know so they can get caught up. And then generally it's going to be a lesson a day. Those are those practice problems in the book. So if they go on Google Classroom, it will say the pages, but they're pretty easy to find. Section 1.1, 1.2 aligns with what I've taught them Wednesday. And then Friday we'll have another lesson and they'll be able to do 1.3, 1.4. Every Tuesday they will have a Flipgrid video to do, but I'll actually post that earlier in the week so they can get started early if they want. And most of the weeks will look like this unless it's a testing week. If it's a testing week, we're going to have review here. We'll have the test. They'll have a vocabulary review, and then they'll still have the Flipgrid. So I try to keep it consistent to make it easier. And that's all I have for you. If you have any other questions, please contact me, send me a remind, or send me an email. Thank you.